what's been interesting about this album is, once again, on this album, just like Everywhere at Once, I didn't really sample, in the sense that I didn't really sit there with a stack of records and start sampling. But what I did do on this album was I sampled producers. So I worked with probably 6 or 7 producers, and they would basically give me tracks in various stages, and then I would just add on. Sometimes I would get, musicians in the room, and we play on top, and we do a gang of overdubs. Other times they'd give me a track, and I would just strip it completely down and just to what worked for me and fit in with the other songs that were on the album. So, that is what was different about this from a creative standpoint. That's what was different in the whole process of doing As You Were. When you produce, for me, it's not like producing for other artists. I usually have a direction that I'm going in on an album that's not really gonna be like what everybody else is doing. And so for that reason, I have to take these tracks and do other things with them. You know what I mean? And it's interesting to see producers' reactions once they hear the finished product, because they're like, wow, you did that with this? You know what I mean? Or you did that with what I gave you? You know what I mean? It's like they really like what they hear back, because I take their tracks and take them in a direction that, maybe neither of us were thinking about. You know what I mean? That's just how they evolve. So, and that I really love about As You Were, and I think that, I really pushed myself, and that becomes a challenge with every record, is just doing things differently and stepping it up with every album. And like I said, it's hard when you've been doing, if you count the Latyrix albums and, you count all the Lyrics Born's albums, this is my 7th album, and, once you've been in the game that long and you've seen the world change over the course of your career, and especially you've seen the music world change, you're thrown more and more curveballs every year and with every album. And but again, I keep finding new things to say, and I keep finding new ways to say it. And so, that's what keeps it fulfilling for me and keeps it exciting for me. Another thing is, I want to send out a special shout to all my LBEEZIES that get at me on Facebook /LyricsBorn. Get at me on Twitter, and get at me on MySpace. I mean, it's been crazy, and it's so much fun. I love tweeting, and I love seeing everybody's responses on Twitter and Facebook, and I'm just trying to have a good time, man. And the response has really been amazing. But we have hit our limit, so I need everybody to come get with me on my fan page, facebook.com/LyricsBorn. I'm only going to be tweeting, the tweets are only going to be posting there from now on. We're going to shut down the other one because we've hit our limit. We've reached our limit of friends. And so I'm going to be taking all the action to the fan page, where you can do everything that you've always done on my personal profile. But we're just out of room, and there's not enough room to accommodate everybody, so we're moving it. So the new address is facebook.com/LyricsBorn. That is the fan page. I will still be updating everything personally multiple times a day. I love seeing y'all feedback. I love interacting with y'all. So make sure that you stay tuned and you keep hitting me there, because we're shutting the other one down and it will not be updated. So just make sure that you stay tuned on the fan page. All right, peoples. Peace.